Hello students of class 7. Welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. This video is for class 7 chemistry. The chapters that I will continue today is the metals and non-metals. This video is part 4. In the previous video, we discussed about the differences between the metals and non-metals. In this video, we are going to discuss about some activities done by these differences based on these differences of the metals and non-metals. Let's check them. Here we will discuss about some activities that can differentiate the metals and non-metals according to their properties. So the first difference is that you can say the first picture is the powder of some copper, and the second yellowish one is the sulfur dust. Observe them very carefully. You can notice that the copper shines but the sulfur does not shine. That means copper is lustrous but sulfur is not lustrous. So copper is a metal and sulfur is a non-metal, and lustrousness is one property of the metal. So that is why the copper powder is lustrous but sulfur powder is not. So this activity is based on the luster nature. The second activity, here you can see I took one copper spoon and one coal piece. This comparison is again between the metals and non-metals, and here the sonority of metals and non-metals can be differentiated. So if we drop them by one on the floor, you will hear a specific sound when copper spoon is dropped, but no sound will be heard on dropping a coal piece. Hence, copper is sonorous but not coal. Here also the sonorous property is of the metals, so the metal can be sonorous, hence proven. The next activity in differentiation of metals and non-metals, here that you can see the small pieces of iron, steel, bronze, aluminium, cast iron, brass are taken. You can't cut the metals with a sharp knife, but you can sometime cut the non-metals with a sharp knife. So here it can be differentiated that the metals are more hard than non-metals. Going to the next activity. Here the activity is on the metals are good conductors of electricity. This activity will show us that the metals are good conductors of electricity. So here we took a bulb, a battery, a switch, aluminium wax, an iron nail and a piece of coal. Now make the electric circuits as shown in figure A, B and C. In the first case, here you can see that A, B and C is already marked. Here you can see that in the first case, A, battery, bulb and switch are connected with the aluminium wads.
when the switch is on, the bulb glows. This indicates that aluminium, a metal, is a good conductor of electricity. But in the second case, that is written like case number B, an iron nail is connected to the wire and placed in the circuit. When the switch is on, again the bulb glows, indicating that the iron, being a metal, is a good conductor of electricity. And now going forward with the third case, that is case number C. A coal piece is placed in the circuit connected to the wires. So you will observe that the bulb does not glow when switch is on, indicating that no current is passing through the circuit. This is because coal, a form of non-metal carbon, is a very bad conductor of electricity. So by these three cases, like first case, the bulb glows as the battery and the aluminium wire are attached with the bulb. In the second case, the battery, bulb and iron nail is also attached, but still the bulb glows. But in the third case, as one coal piece is attached with the aluminium wire and coal is not a good conductor of electricity, the bulb does not glow. Hence, it is proved that metals are good conductors while non-metals are bad conductors of the electricity. So, by which you understood the three activities. By these three activities, you can easily determine that there are some differences between metals and non-metals, and you can easily work on it by your hand.
So students, I am completing this video with this. In the next video, we will going to discuss about the corrosion of the metals. Till then, thank you.